Hello, crafty friends. Creative Juice by Lonnie with you here on January 15th, 2024. And I'm going to need a nap today because last night the crafter's curse hit me and hit me hard. Have you ever been laying in bed? This is what happened. I'm laying in bed, almost asleep, and I think, what am I going to do tomorrow for my life? Something with Valentines. And then an inspiration came to me, and it was no longer sleeping time, but it was time for me to start thinking about the size, the measurements, which paper to use, which stamps to use. Oh my laws. And then I had a great idea and I should have just gotten up and made the card, but no, I tried to sleep and I probably was awake for 3 to 4 hours after that. Why did I just get up and start stamping, start creating? I don't know. I don't know why, but here we are. And I got up this morning early at like 6:30 to come in and start crafting. Then I made a couple of different versions. So I'm going to show you a couple of different versions today. Could be fun. We hope. We hope it is fun. All right. Well, tell me hello as you are coming in. And we are going to be talking also a little bit about Sale-a-Bration. Sale-a-Bration is an opportunity to get some free product with every $50 that you purchase, and we're going to use a Sale-a-Bration product for the second card. Actually, I'm going to just show you it already made. We don't have to watch me do it twice. So the one that I am going to make today is going to be using the Be My Valentine suite, which is also the one that is my January virtual class. If you're interested in the January virtual class, I have a couple of kits left over. If you've already ordered your kit, it's going to be in the mail tomorrow. Or if you're coming to my card class this week, I'll just hand it to you. But I do have a lot of them heading out the door. They're ready to go in the mail tomorrow. Here's a little sneak peek of the kit right there that is ready to go. And it will be that virtual class will be by a private link on YouTube on the what day is that? The last Friday, whatever day that is, 25th, 26th. So you'll be able to stamp along or watch it later. But it kind of features the Be My Valentine bundle, which is new to the mini catalog, the January, April mini catalog. You can buy it as just the stamps, just the punch, with the paper and some accessories, embellishments in a suite. But if you just want the bundle, it has the punch and the stamps. So that's the one that I'm showing you there. We are going to use a couple of little pieces of this pretty patterned paper, the Be Mine pretty patterned paper. I'll show you the back side of it. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. It can be used for Valentine's, but it can be used all year long. So if you happen to not get it in time for the Valentine's season, it's okay. You can use it all year long. And if you don't even have to have that to complete the virtual class would also work with the Hello Ladybug stamp set and punch, or the Sweetest Cherries stamp set and punch. So if you already have those, you may just want to order the class kit. Okay, so we are making today a spiral pop-up card. Let me show you how we're going to make this. So I have a black card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in half and folded. Okay, let's get this off of here for a moment. Okay, there we go. And we're going to put 2 pieces of designer series paper on the inside. You could do whatever colors you want, but I wanted my little bees to be flying through the flowers. So I have 2 4-inch square pieces that we're going to put on the inside. And this kind of disguises where we put our mechanism as well. You could really do this in a lot of different ways, but this one hopefully will be just fun for you too. Hello, Anne, and hello, Elaine, and hello, Carol. we're just 1 month away from Valentine's, so we're doing Valentines. Who else is here? Did I miss anybody who has said hello? Doesn't look like it. And then we're going to put a 1 1/4 inch by 4 inch piece at the bottom. This would be where you could write a little message, a little greeting, or you could stamp a greeting, however you want. Yeah. Now that I've started talking, my nose is going to run as well. Pardon me for just a moment. All right. So there's the inside of our card. We'll decorate the outside of our card in just a moment. So hang tight. Now I have a 3-inch square window sheet. Now window sheets are kind of hard to see in the catalog since they are invisible. So here's the number if you need them. And there's two 12 by 12 sheets for $5. And you're going to need a 3 by 3 piece of window sheet. You can get how many? 32 of these cards out of one set of window sheets. Okay, so I have a little piece of paper behind it just so that you can kind of see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut off the corners to kind of make a circle. It does not have to be perfect. So I'm going to cut off these corners kind of in a circular way right here. Not perfect, just almost, let's see this, we're going to go a little more like that. Kind of make it as close to a circle as we can with the time allotted to us. Okay. There's our kind of our circle. Now we're going to cut a spiral from this circle. Doesn't matter where you start. You're going to leave about a quarter, or not a quarter, about a 1/2 inch as you're cutting around here along all the edges. Doesn't have to be beautiful. Just cut, 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 cut. Smaller and smaller. Okay, it's getting harder with the piece of paper underneath. You kind of see what we're doing here. We're making a spiral. We're making a spiral. I want to cut all the way in to the inside as much as I can. All right. Okay, there we go. Now let me make sure I put it in the right spot because I had to figure this out today. Okay, that's good. We need a piece, we need 2 little glue dots. I'm going to take my glue dots and just pull them off the roll. We want one on this center section of the spiral. That's the one that's going to be that will go on the left side of your card. And then we want one on the back of the tail of the spiral. And it doesn't have to be clear to the tail, but pretty close. So you've got a glue dot here on top and a glue dot here on the bottom. Take that off. Okay, I am going to lay my spiral right here in the middle of my flowers. You've seen kind of how that worked. Close my card and rub where those glue dots are. And when you open it up, can you see that you've got this little spirally piece that we can glue things to? Kind of pops up right there in the middle of your card. So let's do some stamping with our beads. We're going to stamp. Well, we'll do it by the magic of television. I've already stamped the little bee outline here. We may have to stamp some more. We'll see here in a minute. And if you have a 1 1/4 inch piece of, this is Daffodil Delight, and about, I think this is 11 inches, or not even quite 11 inches, but you could use 11 inches. Just stamp a bunch, punch a bunch of bees. And we're going to use all of these little bees. The nice thing about this bee is that when you put them back to back, they do line up. So we're going to have some of these back to back and some of them just straight forward. Let's put a face on them. In fact, the only color of ink that I needed for this card was black. So here's a little black bee buzzing along. If I was going to do this back to back, I would stamp another one on the back right here, like this. Then you are going to stamp the wings on a piece of petal pink cardstock because that matches the colors in the designer series paper that we're using. You could also do it on vellum, but I'm just doing it on petal pink. Punch it out with the heart. We're going to use that heart for our second one as well. And I'm going to punch out a little heart out of Sweet Sorbet. Okay, so we're getting close here. Then I have, let's start putting these little bees together. Okay, so I've got the bees already stamped and punched, and I have a front and a back. So I'm going to adhere them to the mechanism here in the center, but you want to have some adhesive on both sides, both pieces of your bee. This one is probably the more complicated of the two cards I'm going to show you, but it was going to be so darn cute. I know, because I dreamed it last night or all night. Can you see how that stands up? I put one on one side and one on the other, just one with one set of wings between them. Let's do another one. I have different faces all stamped on these. So here's a little winky, little winky face. Here's a little smiley face. This time I might want the bee to be going the other direction, so it doesn't matter since they match up. These I think are going to be so fun to mail my grandkids. Okay, so this one is going to go like this. And this one like this. Well, it will line up if you do it right. Okay, there we go. So I've got two little bees buzzing around there. We need one at the top right here, maybe. And maybe one over here. I think we're going to have enough bees, if you please. Okay, here's another little smiley one. Oh, we need a little, here's this guy. I don't have a wing on him yet, so let's put him a wing on. And you can put these wings wherever you want. So there you go. I think the grandkids will have such a good time opening these right up. Now, one thing I do want to make sure is that when I close it, nothing sticks out of the top of the card. So if you think, maybe that's kind of close to the edge. Now, can you see how when I fold this down, it's all flat? And then boing, they all come up. This guy we need to move him a little bit. Luckily, it's all just, I didn't do anything. I like to use the my stamp and seal for this because it is kind of repositionable, kind of fun. Okay, so let's see. We need maybe one just floating around here like this. And maybe another one over here, just at the very end, kind of covering my the end of my spiral piece. So let's do that. There we go. Give him some wings. Maybe I want him to go the other direction. Yeah, we want him to come the other direction. So we've got a different look here. We'll use this guy on this side. A different face, a different place. Okay. Oh, still sniffling. Okay, so we've got some bees in the middle. Let's do one like this. Okay, I think we're close. This guy may come up here like this. Great. All right, the inside is almost done. Wah la 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 la. So there's our inside with the little bees buzzing around. We can move them if you want, but then when they close, it just closes flat. Ta-da! Flat. The front of the card, I'm just going to make very simple. I have two 1-inch pieces of the Designer Series paper with the bees buzzing along, and a 3-inch piece of this little flight path. I guess that's the best way to describe it. We'll just layer those right on here. This is part of what kept me up all night. What are other problems that you sometimes face as a crafter? Can you think of some challenges besides staying up thinking about cards all night or projects all night? Not even cards sometimes. Isn't that honey cute? I love this honey paper as well. So this little bundle is $38.50, I believe, and with the bee and the the bee and the bee punch. So you're halfway. You're almost to $50 if you decided to do the suite. I believe it's in the $70 range, and you could get this. You could choose something free. So I'll show you in a minute what you might want to choose free. Okay, move my bee, and let's stamp Happy Valentine's Day. I did cut. You don't have to use a die, but I did from the, what are they called? Nested Essentials. I cut one of my flag dies, my banner dies from Daffodil Delight to put on the front. You could just take a piece of Daffodil Delight and flag it. And then we need a bee buzzing along here. My neighbor decided to clean the sidewalks today or something. So he's got the pressure washer going out there, and it's a little noisy. Hopefully it's not too bad. Sounds like he just turned it off. I mean, I guess if it's a nice enough day that you can be pressure washing, we should be grateful for that in January. Oh, funny. All right, so here's my little bee buzzing along. There is a little flight path that I could stamp. Let's do that, just because we can. We'll do that in black, so it looks like he's buzzing along. With a black flight path with all the other ones going here, this direction. Oh, so cute. All right, so there's our cute little front of the card. You open it up and buzzing bees everywhere. Isn't that adorable? So, oh, he needed a little heart. That's why we did this. That's why I did this little heart. Yeah, he does need a little heart. Where's my glue dot? I'll show you the second one just momentarily. The second card that I got up and made this morning. Also with some of this. Happy Valentine's Day. He's got a little bee. He's carrying a little heart. Now we can also, I did not put any antenna on the bees on the inside. It's just too much work. But I could put a little antenna right here. I could stamp one. Let me show you how that looks. We're just going to put it right here on the top of him. There's this little antenna. I just stamped it on the background. Okay, so there's card number 1. The next card I used this is what I chose from the Sale-a-Bration. There's quite a few things. Whoa. First of all, let me put the lid on the black ink because we do not want it on my paper. So here's our Sale-a-Bration brochure. So for each $50 or $100, depending on what it is that you're spending, you could choose a watercolor melon stamp set. Watch for this on our newest SU blog hop, which is coming on Wednesday. I'll be showcasing this one. There's all sorts of free paper, which includes the sunny days, More beautiful free paper. One of my favorites right here, the Light and Airy. The Cradled in Love. These are all, you'll see a little medallion that says free with $50 order. And Softly Stippled, also free with a $50 order. And then this one, Most Adored. There's some more others that I wanted to, that are also included, but I wanted to get to this one to show you. So here's one side of this beautiful paper for Valentine's. And then here's the other side. Wow, sparkly. Each of these is sparkly, and it could be used for Valentine's or weddings. Got a 50th wedding anniversary coming up. You've got a golden wedding, golden, anything. I love anything gold. Anything that glimmers is not gold, is gold. So that is the Most Adored specialty paper that you could choose for free. So here's my version. And this time I used the Bead Builder punch because we needed a heart punch. But I also used the Heartfelt Hexagon, or the Hexagon punch, with the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. And this, I don't know if you can see this cute little gold. I have a little gold ribbon right here, gold trim. Okay, good. So I'm just checking on your comments. I'm glad you couldn't see that, but now watch what happens when I open this one up. Woohoo, look at all those hearts going in different directions. All the hearts and all the glitter and glitz and glam. So this one's a little more grown up, maybe, sending lots of love and hugs. And you could use whatever papers you wanted here. I used this punch, but I did notice after I started using it that it is not symmetrical like the B. So if you are punching a piece of paper, let me grab one. If you're punching a piece of designer series paper like this, for your little hearts, you'd want to punch one from this side. See if I can get it in here and use the most of my paper. One from this side, and then flip it over and do one from the other side. Let me show you. So these two, like you could put the gold sides together like this, but you can't put them together the same. They don't match this way. I don't know if you can see that, but they don't line up. So they do fine if the two pieces are the same, matching on the inside. So that's just a little tip for you there. So here's our two cards again. Here's our sending loves and hugs or happy Valentine's Day. And voila! All the cute things that just kind of send. It's kind of like they float in air because you can't really see this unless it's, catches the light. The little mechanism. And our flying bumblebees. Oh, I'm so glad. Hello, Carlos. Glad that you love pop-up cards. And thank you, Elaine. I'm glad you like that. And thanks for letting me know that you can't hear things. All right. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Oh, yes. You can get all of these supplies at Creative Juice by Lonnie. Later today, I will have a link or a post up on the blog so that you can see these up close with some photos, as well as a link for the January virtual class featuring the Be Mindset or using one that you may already have. Today is kind of your last chance to sign up for it because I may have to order extra things to prepare for you and to mail it to you in time. So make sure you get signed up for the virtual class if you're interested. That will be on the 26th because Anne told me that was the day. All right. Thanks for being here. We'll be back next week, probably with one last Valentine idea. because then it will be time to order your Valentine supplies, get them done, get them ready, and get them sent out, delivered in time to spread a little love. Thank you so much for joining me here. We'll be back next week. See you then. Have a great week and go make something beautiful. See you soon.